I wanted to give a clear side by side and what clear masculinity looks like versus vague masculinity, because if you're saying you're a man and your masculinity can't be described without dominance, fear, or fog, then you're not leading, you're hiding. Right? So think about it like this. We're just gonna go side by side just so everybody gets clear examples, and I just want people to be able to, kind of get a frame on this. So vague masculinity says not all men. Clear masculinity says if it's true for some of us, then it matters to all of us. Vague masculinity says I protect women. Clear masculinity says I intervene when harm happens, no applause needed. Vague masculinity says I don't do that, I'm not part of the problem. Clear masculinity says even if I didn't, silence made me complicit. Loud when challenged, calm when corrected. Feels exposed by softness, holds space for tenderness without flinching. Needs control to feel secure, can be present without dominating. Are you seeing the trend? Avoids conflict with truth, moves toward truth even when uncomfortable. Are you seeing the trend? Values reputation over repair, values repair over performance. Are you seeing it? Vague masculinity says she's tripping. Clear masculinity says, what did I miss? Vague masculinity uses titles. They use titles to help them in the fog, right? Provider, real man. But clear masculinity practices accountability, empathy, and presence, right? Right, one side blames women for their fear of danger. The other side helps dismantle the danger, not just comment on it. Here's the thing, because I want y'all to have a clear, comprehensive way to recognize the two cons, because it's just two cons. One of them is just playing games, and the other one's in the middle is something productive. Vague masculinity, right? Picture a shooting. Vague masculinity is gonna say something like, "Let's not make it about race or gender." Clear masculinity says, if that was a black man, some of y'all would have justified it. Let's be honest about what that says. Right? That's the difference. But you have to understand, vague masculinity thrives for a reason, because if we can never define what a man is, then no one can be held to it. Fog is an evasion that sounds like strength. It gives cover to the harmers that blend in. It gives covers to the good men who stay silent. Right, who not working in their own community. They just go home every day in it. And take its safety for granted. But then also, right, it gives covers to the bystanders who call honesty pandering. Right? It gives all that cover, all that protection. So here's the thing. Clear masculinity feels distinct. And I want people to have a good idea of what it's like. Safe but not scary. Accountable, not defensive. Rooted, not rigid. Visible, not performative. Able to protect without punishing, and able to admit harm without collapsing. See, here's the thing. You can't heal what you won't name. There's nothing nobody could do for you. Nothing you could do for you. You can't heal what you won't name. And you can't lead what you're scared to define. That's just informationally true. You can't lead what you're scared to define. Vague masculinity avoids mirrors. Clear masculinity walks into them and grows.